that's 75 flat, right? So that's going to be halved. So like,
Yeah, that's not horrendous. That's okay.
yay! I'm going to talk to my horse.
I like
Welcome.
that.
The horse goes
Well-
spectral.
You want to share a horse?
Welcome to the party.
Oh, welcome, young girl. I will carry you wherever you
Oh
need.
Jesus! You know what? And I just realized how fucked up this is gonna be because the horses are gonna be like hitting on each other and stuff, and I'm gonna get to hear them when they're like fucking each other.
That sounds awesome.
Right.
There, right there.
I
Okay.
sure could offer some hay right now.
I guess we'll just do a turn order. Just because. Did I bring you guys to this map? I'm not sure. Yeah, we
Yep,
did.
we're at the gorge.
You're. I'm gonna gorge on you.
Finally, I roll a good initiative.
Alright, while you guys do that, I'm just going to take a quick break. I'll be like 5 minutes. So if you guys need to get a drink or anything, go for it.
Here you go
Commercial
again.
break.
Anyone want a RP? I think
Yes.
I'm in the phone tonight.
Yeah, I don't know, Gamry. I really hope the marsh kills that guy.
Sir Gamry's purely disturbed by how ignorant and determined they were. There was no reason.
I agree. I spoke to that man more than anyone else combined while I was distracting him. I offered him logical arguments and showed him evidence to his face, and he only seemed offended that I had knowledge and appreciation of the written word. These people are offended by all forms of writing, knowledge itself. Obviously, they're led by ignorance.
It's so strong with them. They're willing to die for it. In my lands, people were fearful of magic. They would run from it or banish those that used it. But to chase them with pitchforks and die for such...
Nothing.
For so little, for nothingness. It disturbs me greatly.
Les lowers his voice so Thrindle hopefully can't hear, and says, I'm all for showing mercy. In fact, I'm disturbed at the sight of death, but I don't see how we can help raise the consciousness of these folk. They seem so comfortable in their ignorance.
People who try to kill others must accept that they put their lives on the line.
Gorgon starts smoking his pipe on the other side of the chasm.
It is not my concern to change their mind. I can only react. There are things that cannot be helped.
I just feel that the further we go, the more death we'll leave behind. I just don't see how we can change this pattern.
I feel the same way.
I agree it would be wise indeed to not slaughter people unless it is required, but these people, I believe, wanted us harm.
My point is, I believe everywhere we go, people will want us harm, and I see no way to alleviate that.
Well, if making enemies is the price to save innocent people's lives, then I shall pay the price.
I suppose we should focus on that, the little bits of good we can do.
It is a high price to save the innocent. I fear for every man I kill, I turn a family against me.
That's probably true.
Each of those peasants must have had a farm and children and a wife. They will not understand. I kill because I have to.
It's the sword. It talks to me. It says clean.
Sometimes I think you do.
I have anger problems.
Perception check to see if I notice Anna talking to her raccoon.
I mean, I'm not hiding it, so.
Well then.
Wait, you're
Well,
Still-
I mean, I'm not hiding it, but you don't notice.
Exactly. I'm just oblivious.
Are you going to finish that apple?
Typical trash panda talk.
Usually, what I like to eat.
I'm starting to wonder if Gamry wasn't right.
In killing that man?
No, and I'm not sure if letting Orville go was the right decision. I'm sorry, Thorindel.
That's what I meant, yeah.
I don't want to kill, but when we go back there, I find it hard to believe Orville's going to see things our way.
I tend to agree. I hate uttering this aloud, but I pray that the swamp takes him.
And sort of like silently, she doesn't even really nod, but seems to agree with you.
There's no doubt that when we see him again, he shall still be an enemy.
I feel the fear will spread like wildfire, and that our only choice will be to leave these lands.
But there has to be many more like us. I mean, how easily we found each other. There must be large portions of the population living in fear, if we can only bring about a new way of thinking.
Your words are far above my mental capabilities.
I get that a lot, Sir Gamry.
Intelligence 8.
Oh, no wonder you only have one skill.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Yeah. Intelligence 8.
Wait, you
I
should
like-
have two.
I like how Drew is Roa.
I
Is
don't.
that true?
So Gamry looked at Gorgon.
He's on the other side. Oh, I guess if we're going back to RP.
Do your people always pick clean the dead?
Gorgon says, why, of course. It's wasteful to leave anything.
I could understand.
It does seem somewhat distasteful. The bodies aren't even
A
cold.
distaste? Well, how? They're dead. They're not going to use it.
The bodies are still warm when you're rooting through the pockets.
Yeah, it makes the pockets easier to get into. Once rigor mortis sets in, it's hard to bend a pant leg to get all the good stuff out of the pockets.
Ugh.
I must admit, if our road ahead has as few friends as our road behind, we may need everything we can find.
Gorgon says, see, that's the spirit. I find you humans far too wasteful. Do you know the first time I arrived in human lands, even though Tor and the Bryn are allies, your people pelted me with food. Food of all things. I thought they were welcoming me.
And what use do you get of your urine? As you know, you don't waste that.
Oh my god!
He says, oh, funny you ask that. Urine has all sorts of properties. Its most notable use is in tanning.
Les pulls out his journal and starts scribbling. I'm going to have a whole chapter on you.
He goes, yep, far too wasteful. Even look at this bridge. He kicks it. This is a piece of garbage.
Don't kick the bridge until we get over it, please.
Okay, I'm back. Is everybody here?
Yeah, we've just been RPing our...
Little hearts out.
Is that what you call that?
To save
you.
Gor's voice, apparently Drew has control of Roa and not Beard.
Yeah, Drew is now Roa. And we all agree with that.
I'd like to file a complaint.
Oh, that's weird, because it doesn't say that there's any control. I don't know why that is.
It's just in text, like if you look in the text.
Drew, are you using a game genie?
I just changed my name to Roa.
Asshole. You tricked me.
I see what you did. You're a genius.
Okay. So,
So,
Oregon?
Roa.
with your extremely high check, you think that even with like only one of the horses pulling the carriage, that there's a good chance that it could compromise the bridge.
Gorgon with his 20, not natural, on his engineering check. How long would it take him to make significant repairs?
Maybe like a couple hours. You
But if
could.
he reinforced like key parts.
Yeah,
Gorgon breaks the news to the party that he says he doesn't think the cart will make it across unless he makes some key repairs to the bridge.
Do we all have our own horses now?
Correct.
Yeah. How long will the repairs take?
A couple hours. Well, I would suggest Albie leaves and we take the horses forward, but I'm concerned for him to get through the swamp without our help.
Albie says, I don't want to go back that way.
Well,
Perhaps we should
if
fix the bridge.
it is what is required, and if you need me, Gorgon, I'm always happy to learn a thing or two.
Do you have any knowledge in anything?
No, but I'm sure if you instruct me.
Sorry. Without missing a beat. No, I don't know anything. Did you see me? Did you see me
Thorindel-
try to climb? I have a
Yeah,
hard
did you
time.
see me jump out that building? Clearly,
Motor
I'm not.
function. General motor functions are difficult for you.
I was learning
Well,
about gravity.
especially after the concussion, you know.
He's
I
still
have
recovering.
I have to concentrate to breathe.
Holy shit!
Um,
Can you imagine?
Thorindel looks over the bridge as well, and I guess I will craft woodworking check.
Whoa. So Gamry's impressed.
fucking wood elves.
I believe that if we use some of these posts, we could reinforce the bridge.
I was thinking just that, good friend.
Let's get to it then.
Gorgon says, I'll drop some blueprints, you get your nails.
Blueprints.
I gotta give Thrindle all the credit on this.
So Gorgon and Thrindle start
Sit
having
in
a
a
merry
tree.
old time fixing a bridge.
Can I help?
Can I assist in any way?
Yeah, everyone wants that.
Thorindel says, "Here, hold these planks." No, you can absolutely roll an assist.
So what should I roll? Strength?
No, that'll be like a craft, so it'll be intelligence.
Okay, sure. So I'll just.
It's not about strength that matters, it's skill.
That is true.
Oh,
I
yes.
rolled a nat 20 craft check.
Leslie is surprisingly helpful and able to make some repairs that you didn't think you were going to be able to.
I get a 19.
Yang is also quite competent and is very helpful in making repairs to the bridge.
Meanwhile, Anna talks to animals.
So after a couple hours, you think that the bridge is not sturdy enough to cross over.
Gorgon's mom.
You make your way one at a time, perhaps bringing the carriage last, or even doesn't really matter. And it makes its way across the bridge without without it breaking.
Yeah. We're with her. I'm eating hot tamales.
So you're not very far from the mine at this point, and you make it there before nightfall. When you make your way to the mine, you can hear the din of activity. There's sound of rock being hammered, and people talking, and cart being wheeled out of mines. You approach, and there are several workers around, just going about their work.
All right, everyone. Now remember, we need to keep our magical usage on the DL.
Quick question for you, Matt. Because Gorgon found food on some of the commoners, how many rations total was that?
We'll say 10 rations.
Gorgon distributes the food he found amongst the party.
Wow, Gorgon.
10 blood-soaked rations.